Oh, my heart's already pounding. I'm already nervous.
I'm out for blood. I'm ready.
I think a lot of blood's gonna be in the water by the end of this.
For 5 years, Survivor Lake Fork has pushed players to the extreme.
I literally can't feel anything.
Okay.
And I can't breathe.
The last over 48 hours have been extremely draining mentally, physically, emotionally.
Oh my gosh, my vision's like black.
And this year, for season 6, we're back where it all began, Liberty City. For the first time, we're bringing back all returning players to determine who is the ultimate survivor. We've brought back 10 of Survivor Lake Fork's biggest heroes.
The last time I played, I was in season 5, Survivor Nacogdoches. I was on the bottom the whole time, had little to no alliances, had to basically underdog and like come back and win and fight my way back every single time. I ended up getting 3rd place, and I was literally 1 vote away from getting to the end. And I made fire to get there too. If it was final 3, I would have been in final 3. So I'm ready to win this time.
Hey, my name is Kirk Pyros. I played in the season of Bermuda Triangle.
The winner of Survivor Lake Fork, Bermuda Triangle.
If you watched my previous season, you already know that I'm acting differently than I was last season because I have to act differently.
We've got 3 male.
Being someone who's won already is definitely putting a target on your back. Like, there's only been 4 or 5 winners, so I'm also going to play a little calmer, a little more in the background. Last season was kind of like a dark horse for a lot of people, but this season, where everyone at least generally knows how everyone plays and what they've been doing, like there's not going to be any surprises or any sort of like just accidental victories you're gonna have to really fight for and like really work to get to where you want to be.
My name's Lauren Schwem. I was on seasons 1 and 2 of Survivor Lake Fork. First game, I was the first person out. Second game, I made it all the way to the end, but I didn't win.
Lauren wins. Guaranteed spot in the final 3.
This time I'm gonna make it to the end again because, you know, why not? I already did it once before, I'll do it again. But I'm gonna win. I was thinking about on the way here, I feel like with my Survivor experience, my biggest strength is also my biggest weakness, and it's that I'm loyal to a fault.
I've been closest to you and Alex the whole game.
Winner of Survivor Lake Fork, Alex. Yeah!
So going into this season, I want to come across as loyal, but I want to play my own game. So I'm hoping to make some alliances, but I have no problem breaking them. We're out here. We all took time out of our busy schedule, so let's play the game. Let's have some fun. I'm ready to cut some throats.
Last season, I kind of went crazy. I feel like I was paranoid the entire time, and that was my downfall.
So you're wanting me to vote him and not you?
No, I'm not up on the
There's
chopping
people
block
saying your name.
right now, or from before. That's fine.
And then I had 2 idols and blew both of them. I played them when I didn't need to, and so I think my game was honestly not that good.
12th person voted out, and the 4th member of our jury, Paige.
So I'm hoping this time I can just come in, not be paranoid. No! Get them away. It's laying an egg. Wait, I thought only roosters lay eggs. Wait, no. Roosters are men.
My name is Drew Fisswater. I'm one of the couple OGs out here. This is my first time after season 1 of Survivor. That was on, this very land. I remember a lot of hurt over there across the lake on those paths.
I got your brother out, and I'd love to get you out too. This is either going to work out really well, or I will be having my name on these in the very near future.
I climbed a tree and got an idol right after the merge, and we came in down 6-4. The 6 was a tight 6, so much so that they wouldn't let anybody in the 4 get within 75 yards of them. So weren't allowed to be in their proximity, weren't allowed to talk to them, and they had the votes to basically take us one by one. And I'm just hoping that whether I win or lose, the final 10, when it becomes the final 10, have people who play the game and aren't just riding a majority the whole time. I'm coming in as an open slate. I feel like some of these people have history. I'm the only non-filmed season, so hopefully people don't get scared about their lack of information.
And pitted them against 10 of our biggest villains.
So my past Survivor Lake Fork experience was good. It was a roller coaster, ups and downs, but ended with a win.
The winner of Survivor, Bryce.
It's really intimidating being a former winner. I feel like there's a huge target on my back. My goal is just to play the obvious card of like, obviously I'm gonna get voted out. So you guys have nothing to worry about. So people I would be excited to see here. I'm not sure if there's a lot of those. I feel like everybody I played with learned how manipulative I was during the game, even if they were an ally. Crystal, honestly, and Asia, they were my allies during the game, but the film, when you watched it back, was not too kind between us. Then he goes to final 3 auto, and then it's one of us 3, and then I'm stuck with those 2 yahoos, which they're close.
So that would be kind of awkward.
Last time we played, I was able to get second place, barely skidded by, had to make fire to make it to the final 3. But didn't quite seal the victories. So I think my game plan this time is to, maybe stir up a little trouble. Last time I never really had that big move that set me apart from everyone else at the final 3. And so kind of just making sure I make a name for myself this time.
I'm looking around, a bunch of chumps, all of them. My last experience on Survivor was less than stellar. My run was ended much shorter than I would have liked for it to be. I'm willing to lie this time that I wasn't last time. Maybe pissing people off a little bit more, not trying to make friends this time.
I guess you say Bryce once and it comes to bite you in the butt, so don't say Bryce.
I think this is such a wild concept for the season because everybody here is pretty committed. I think in other seasons you have some people who are like trying to have fun and willing to kind of get out, and like nobody wants to be the first, get out at any point in time. And so everybody's gonna be trying really hard, like fighting tooth and nail. Nobody's gonna give up and be like, yeah, I guess, you can totally vote for me, it's okay. It's not gonna happen.
Last time, I played it nice, tried to get along with everyone. It didn't work. This time, we're gonna play mean. I'm okay with backstabbing anyone at this point. I'm okay with it. I talked to myself about it. I'm okay with playing meaner. The goal is to just get out by having my own name written down so that if I'm mean enough where my name gets written down early, at least my name was written down, because last time I got out because I was tied to someone else's fate that no one liked, so I'll take it. I don't know how I got convinced to come out here for the 3rd time, but you know what they say, 3rd time's the charm. So hopefully this will be my season to win. I feel like typically I've been viewed as the dark horse or one of the girl threats.
Balance for sure. Madeline is gonna win this game.
Dude, I know.
100%.
This is what Madeline is scary. I love her to death. She's super fun to talk with. But Madeline, she's watched so many episodes of Survivor.
She knows
what exactly. Challenge they see.
Exactly. Madeline has to be the biggest threat no matter what.
I feel like there's other people that play similar games to me in the game this time, so I feel like I won't be the biggest target. The second the game starts, I think it's going to be crazy. Obviously, we're all stars. Everybody's, somewhat of a good player, and so I think it's also going to be interesting to have past winners in the mix. So things are going to get wild, so stay tuned.
We have returning Soul Survivors.
I ended up winning my season, and just gonna try the same thing, honestly. If it's not broke, don't fix it, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to hopefully win again.
We have returning runners-up.
Well, the first season, I probably could have won. There was 3 of us left. I got to pick who got voted off, and I voted off the weaker person. I don't know why I did that, but it was a good time. I ended up getting second. I'm just excited it's not gonna be freezing rain this time. That'll be good. yeah, hopefully that'll affect my gameplay. I'll be better because I won't be choosing.
We have players who make big moves, risky moves.
I love Survivor, and I love when people make plays in Survivor, and I would hate to win and look back and say, I didn't really do anything. It was boring. So I'm hoping for fireworks. If other people don't want to light the match, I sure will. I think it's important for the people to know that I'm so concerned about getting voted out first, that I brought Desiring God by John Piper so that if I get voted out first, I can remember where my heart should actually be. So I may be looking over this beautiful lake and reading about what I should and should not be delighting in, but hopefully I'm actually in the woods winning Survivor. So
this is the ultimate battle.
This season's gonna be unexpected.
This season is going to be dramatic.
It's going to be chaos.
This season is going to be the long play, the long game, the long vision, the long strategy. The season's going to be about who can last.
This is Survivor Lake Fork, Heroes versus Villains. Three days, 20 All-Stars, 1 Survivor. Come on in, guys! Oh man, look at y'all. This is so fun for me. I haven't seen somebody else since COVID. That's awesome. All right, well, welcome guys to Survivor Lake Fork Season 6. Man, this is exciting. This is the first time that we have had an entire season with returning players. So clearly, all of you are here for a reason. We got former winners, we got former second placers, and we got people who just made a big impact on their season and they're ready for redemption. So I'm excited to see all of you here today. Jonathan, I know you. So what do you see when you look around at everyone? What's your assessment of what's going on?
You know, it's just a bunch of savvy vets here who know what they're doing. It's kind of a new feeling. I feel like last time you were checking out people who were like, didn't really want to be here, who were easy votes, who like if there was contention, you could just be like, oh, we'll just get them out. I don't know that there's anybody here like that this time, so it might be a little more contentious.
Yeah. Okay, Garrison, this is your third time being out here, second time being here.
Thanks for telling everyone.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so how does it feel to be back? You see a lot of familiar faces?
It feels exciting. I feel like I know a couple people here, but not everyone. I think it's just interesting to see like how everybody's played differently in each of their seasons, and I'm really interested to see kind of how the season shakes out. So should be fun, ready to get it going. I saw 10 people in dark colored shirts and 9 other people in light colored shirts, so I'm assuming that means heroes versus villains. I've watched pretty much every episode of Survivor, and I'm hoping I'm right. But basically my strategy just did not look too sexy and strong. It's kind of hard for me because, you know, I'm just like ripped and just hot AF. But I have rapport with pretty much everybody here and don't really have any bad blood with anyone. Haven't like pulled a crazy blindside on anyone really here, so that's definitely gonna work in my favor.
Yeah, so Taylor, has there been any rumors? Is anyone talking about what they think the theme of the season could be?
I've heard a few rumors.
Okay, what have you heard?
Heroes versus villains, or something like that.
Okay, if that were the theme, what side do you think you would be on?
Definitely heroes.
Yeah?
That's crazy.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Would you all agree with that? Do you think you're the villains?
Never.
Yeah, Madeline, what do you think about that?
I think it might be accurate.
Okay, so I can tell you that yes, the theme is heroes versus villains. Yeah. Okay, so I want to see a show of hands. On the villains tribe, is there anyone who thinks that they do not fit that description? Okay, we got a couple of people over here who think they're on the wrong tribe. Well, I just want to say that being a villain does not mean you're a bad person. It doesn't even mean that you are a backstabber. It just means that you are willing to do what it takes to get to the next step forward. And that's a good quality to have in a Survivor player. A lot of the heroes are here for similar reasons. They made selfless acts to advance their games. Some of them even sacrificed their own games to help other people advance. And that is a label that has been placed on you, but you don't have to live up to that label. We might see some villains become heroes in this game. We might see some heroes become villains. So without further ado, I'm going to give you all your buffs.
Come on.
Villains, here are your buffs. Your tribe name is Hades. Heroes, your tribe name is Helios. This theme is all about Greek mythology.
My name is Asia, and I was on season 3 of Survivor Lake Fork. Last time, my strategy was just kind of stick right in the middle. It served me well. I got all the way up to top 3. Last time, a lot of what I did involve a lot of backstabbing. Unfortunately, that's just how the game is played. And so a lot of it will be trying to get alliances with people who may have watched or who were there during the season. I may have backstabbed them. Just from the few people I've seen already, I'm really excited about Crystal. That was my big time alliance. And there's also a couple of faces that there was some tension from the last game as well.
It has the actual name on it? This is cool. Oh.
My name is Steven. Previous experience on Survivor has been not what I wanted it to be, but I'm glad to be back. My strategy last time was really to operate almost like an iceberg. I wanted like 10% of what I did to be visible above the surface and then everything else be below. I think I did that pretty well. I controlled the game without anybody even realizing it. Unfortunately, I got voted out right before I stabbed my main ally member in the back, which was the plan. So I'm absolutely willing to stab people in the back.
So all of you have played before, so you might have some expectations about what is about to happen. I'm just here to say that is probably incorrect. You are not going back to camp right now. Instead, you are going to be competing for immunity. Want to see what you're playing for?
Yeah!
Right now, you are not playing for tribal immunity. You are playing for individual immunity because both tribes will be going to tribal council. This season is starting off with a bang.
What? Sorry. Why do you hate us? Yeah, we said one.
All right, so let's get into this challenge, how it's going to work. A lot of you know that I was on Squid Game, so I'm going to share some of my trauma with all of you.
Oh, no.
This game is Glass Bridge. So how this is going to work is you are going to line up in any order of your choice. Hero, villain, hero, villain. You are going to line up in a line of 20 people, one at a time. The first person in line is going to either step left or right, and I'm going to tell you if you stepped correctly or incorrectly. If you are incorrect, you will go to the back of the line and your turn is over. If you step correctly, you can choose to go again and to take another guess left or right. If you want to pass someone, you can ask the person in front of you if you can switch with them. If they agree, you can go in front of them. So the first hero and the first villain to completely cross the bridge win immunity, safe at the first tribal council of the season. All right, any questions? Let's get started.
Oh, this is spooky.
So it's supposed to be, okay, if you go, then I'm next, and I'm going to step in front of you, and you go. But some people will just stay back and like make you go.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen
Good thing, Illinois education.
Survivors ready?
Yeah. Ready? Yep.
Go. Correct.
Say less.
Correct. Incorrect. That's correct. Incorrect. Correct. Davis letting Brennan skip him. That is correct. Incorrect. Correct. 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 Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. 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 Incorrect. Correct. 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 Incorrect. Correct. 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 Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. 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 Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. So close. Correct. Last one. Correct. With that, Paige has won individual immunity for the heroes. Aaron has won for the villains. Okay, Aaron, come on up. Paige, come on up. Okay, congratulations. Aaron and Paige, you're safe at the first tribal council. You will not be the first and second person voted out of this game. All right. Now, because Paige, you won first, you will go to tribal council second. So that means villains, I will see you shortly for the first tribal council. Nice. All right. Y'all back to camp.
I got first place. So immunity, personal immunity, which I hope that doesn't put a target on my back, but it was total luck. Like, I did absolutely nothing except for guess one time and I got it right. So it was very nerve-wracking, but also I feel good. I think it's a little too early to be confident though.
I keep up with them.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, I'm not in Dallas. I'm in Houston. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Born and raised in Houston, and I moved back down there, and now I run a couple offices out of Houston. So
What do you do?
I run a dentistry.
Cool.
I'm back, baby. We're here to not get second place this time. That's for sure. Last season, I came in not knowing anything. Still have not watched a lick of Survivor, but I think this round I definitely have more of an inside scoop of how to get that far in the competition. Going forward, just really making sure that I'm sticking to my alliances, not throwing people under the bus as much, but maybe I will.
Are these rocks? I'm gonna twist an ankle.
Just to make it at the end of this.
There are a lot of people here that I saw wasn't expecting to be here from my season. Definitely a few that I threw under the bus last time that probably don't like me, but that's okay. We're here for redemption. Walked in, saw Brittany, J. Ross. I threw them under the bus last season, so that'll be fun to deal with this season.
I mean, I was a teacher this time last year, so
Oh, wow.
I've been all over the place, and I'm
How long
finishing
were
up
you a teacher for?
just 1 year. I taught 5th grade.
I think this season's gonna be definitely interesting. We got a lot of returners and we got a lot of revenge in the air. So I think everyone's out for their own selves. I think people are going to come in saying that they want to be allied, but really just out for themselves. I think a lot of blood's going to be in the water by the end of this, so good luck.
I miss Beacon, but will I go back? Probably not. I like running things.
Yeah.
So.
Things are already getting interesting. We walked out, and then once we get out there, Ned named the season as Heroes versus Villains. Us as the Hades tribe, we're the villains. It'll be interesting to see playing with these tribe mates. There'll be a lot of backstabbing, there'll be a lot of lying.
This hike is as bad as her. Vibey. Welcome home.
Things are already getting crazy. I did not see the twist of both of us going to tribal right away. So I feel like that's just stressing everyone out because obviously we haven't had time to like get to know one another. I mean, the good thing is I'm the only person on our tribe that knows every single person. So I feel like that's a huge asset.
Do we need to set up the tent right now? Or can we try to? This was fun last time.
River
Do you
Street.
remember?
Oh.
Slightly blind. Oh.
The
tree bell. That's right.
Okay. Hello, villains. Your next tribal council approaches. Set up your tent, scavenge for the hidden immunity idol, and paint your faces to ward off the spirits of the past that haunt you.
Okay. Come on. I feel like we wait on the tent. God. We can wait on the tent.
Or do we do it while?
Or do we want to do, yeah, I was gonna say, do we want to do it when it's dark?
You're so right.
Because we did last time when it was dark and it was not.
So true. Yeah.
Let's just do that. And like one person can look for the immunity
I wonder who that person is going to be.
But I'm nervous because I'm on a tribe with some people that I don't want to work with. I'm nervous about Bryce because my last time that I played, he's the reason that I got voted out.
Yeah. That's what I had.
I'm also nervous because J-Ross is on my tribe and he's sketchy. He switched on me last time, so I'm nervous about that. Brittany, she also voted against me last time. So anyway, I've got some work to do with relationships. If it was my choice, right now Bryce or Brittany would be going home. But I gotta play it cool.
Right, watch it over here.
It's coming your way.
So is the bends, where are these bends staying in the center of it? Yeah, I think it's on there.
Ward off the spirits? Should we go to tribal? Do we want to ward off the spirits pre-tribal though?
We don't, we reject. We rebuke.
Wait, what?
We're gonna put on face paint to go to tribal?
Yeah.
We're here, it's serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of tribe morale, I think everyone's just a little like jittery anxious because we're going to tribal right away as a tribe, and I don't think anyone was expecting that. I think it is.
Pretty quick off the bat, I was like, we need to get a name out there. Otherwise it's gonna be mine.
What do you think of good name?
I'm gonna do it. I gotta go full.
I kind of thought the same thing.
Team player.
I don't know. I don't know her.
I don't know her either.
On my season, I found out that somebody that I wanted to be my ally and I thought was my ally had an idol. And so I was like, I can pull Crystal into my side if I kind of give her a piece of information and she'll work with me and Kate and the idol that Kate has, and we can keep on going on. And so I told Crystal that Kate had an idol without Kate knowing. And I told Crystal, then I walked away. When I came back, she had told all of camp.
Oh, how do you know? I told you to try to work with you.
And then I was voted out instantly. And so I just don't think that me and her can work together.
I'm from the castle. Yeah, I don't really know any
You said I know we have two winners.
People are playing logically.
I agree.
So we need our strongest players to survive, so we aren't here in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which I think is protecting us a little bit.
I totally agree.
Well, I'll be honest, I was very scared coming into this that I was just going to get yanked immediately, just because I was past winner. There's another past winner in our tribe, but it just feels like the easy boat. But what I underestimated was that these are a bunch of skilled players that are playing here, and they know that you have to survive early on. And the way that you survive is having strong teammates to win challenges so that you don't have to go to tribal again and again and again.
But as winners, we gotta at least stick together until individual.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't know what my counter argument's gonna be when she comes up, but yeah.
I knew really quickly that I think I could trust Davis and I would work with Davis. I think he's super trustworthy and would work with me, so I'm down. And Steven also seems super trustworthy. I kind of think I could hang with them. I'm down for that 3. 3 is solid to me.
Yeah, I think us 3 are kind of all in the same position where like we're not top dog, so like.
Hey, middleman right here.
No, I think there's plenty.
Middleman wins Survivor.
No, that's how you win Survivor, and it's just like that's why we just need to stay.
Can we stay as middlemen, stay together?
Yes.
We have a middleman alliance name.
So we called ourselves the middlemen because we think we're kind of not the top dogs, but not the bottom of the totem pole. So we're right smack dab in the middle.
Because I'm like Bryce, Ross, and Alex are kind of the top dog.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be the middleman. Nobody else can move the middleman. Okay.
Okay. Little thing of 3. Yeah. And I even I feel like I trust, other than us 3 the most, probably Madeline. Maybe.
I feel the same with Madeline.
But I don't know. I don't know what you think. Okay.
But if y'all trust her, then I'm more willing to trust her.
Okay.
Davis wants to work with Madeline. So our middleman, he wants to add in Madeline. But I'm a little apprehensive about that, so we'll wait and see till further. I just think Madeline's a super big game player. I don't want to play with anybody who is going to be playing a super strategic game because I want to know what's going on. I want to be the one that has a strategy. If she's on my side, then I'm down for it. But I kind of don't think she'll be on my side no matter what happens. And so I'm not sure if I want to get into an alliance with her.
Okay, so we never talked to other people, but we're set on this.
Yes. And it's together. This, Crystal. Yes.
So we're setting, but if Crystal asks us,
Okay. Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, sounds good.
That's okay. Are you in a...
I don't know how many people have been.
Hey, my name is Brennan Gallagher. I'm from season 4. I got 3rd place. So last go around, my strategy there was to get out Lucas. I see he's back this time, so it's gonna be kind of interesting. I think he's gonna come for me from the very beginning.
The guy I saw in my nightmares for a while was Brendan. Gosh, I was so pissed. So he was one guy that I was not excited to see, but I was thinking about it on my way here, and I think we could potentially use that bad blood to our advantage, but we'll see.
What's our like symbol, you know?
Oh, we do need a symbol. It's like a sun. Helios means this like.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
It's like a sun.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we can do it like this.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
The
sun. That's good. Okay, okay.
Like that.
Nacho gang?
Welcome to camp, valiant heroes. Fortunately for you, there isn't much time before your first tribal council. You may set up your tent, search for the hidden immunity idol, and paint your faces to intimidate the villains. Good luck.
I think this weekend is going to be intense. I think people are going to be cutthroat, making alliances, backstabbing. I think it's just going to be crazy, and I'm honestly a little scared, but trying to play it cool.
That's a lot of pull.
Okay.
Do you need someone to dance on it?
So we just got back from our first challenge. What was at stake was individual immunity, which was definitely a twist this early on in the game. So right now Paige has immunity and both tribes are going to tribal. And it was just rough because I feel like this was a challenge that you can't see anybody's skill set shine. It was purely luck. So right now we're just a bunch of strangers trying to figure out who we would vote off based off of virtually nothing.
Kirsten, don't you like camp all the time?
I don't camp in a tent. I camp in your mom's house.
Oh,
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
Tent setup was, it's fun. I feel like you can look at the glass half empty, half full. The fact that there's like 10 of us and we cannot set up a tent maybe some people see that as half empty. I see that as half full because it's fun and we're just trying to figure it out together. But the conversations I'm having, I'm trying to figure out who I want to work with, who I trust, who I don't trust. And everybody here in this game has a history. And that either works in their advantage or it doesn't. So that's what I'm basing everything off of right now.
Okay, so the long pole.
This one spins.
Two longest poles. Hey. Hey, the two longest poles.
This even goes with the
Are you an Eagle Scout? You are?
Yeah. They go like here. There's two poles, two poles.
Brendan jumps right in. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's done this before. He's an Eagle Scout. Lucas is taking charge. Lucas is running point. He's telling everyone where to go. Garrison is the macho man doing what they do best. And all the girls are standing around. You've got Asia holding her little nachos. You got her like pretending, knocking over tent stakes.
I've been to Tribal first every single time I played. This is my 3rd season. And I came in with the strategy this time of, I feel like whenever we start these games, the boys think that they're in charge. They're the alphas. They're the ones running this game. I don't want them to feel that way. I don't want them to feel comfortable like that. I'm not writing down a girl's name tonight. I've tried to tell a few of them, I think we need to send a boy home tonight. Make that message clear. It doesn't mean that we have to have a girls' alliance till the end, but that's what I want.
I think we have some potential to play out. Because
as long as you don't get me, as long as you don't hate me. I think everyone right now is just kind of very closed off. No one really wants to strategize at all. I mean, I can see that at camp right now. I've been trying to start stuff, not in like a mischievous way, but just because it's a game and we're here to play.
I think the fact that people know that we might have a good you should
play off of it.
Yeah.
I'm there.
You want to start that?
You want to start that?
Yeah. Okay. I'm in for that.
I talked to Lucas a little bit. Lucas and I, we have a secret alliance. There was some or I guess some beef, you could say, or drama that happened last season, but it's just part of the game.
So we'll act it out.
Okay.
We'll work together.
Okay. And if either of us get to the merge, then we could just tell everyone that we had this talk.
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad I found you first. This was literally what I was thinking. Okay. Perfect.
I hope he doesn't think that I'm some mastermind to create whatever happened. I think I'm fine, but you never know.
I don't know.
We're not kissing over there?
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
Heard you.
Oh yeah? Was it really loud?
Yeah.
There were a couple people that were scheming really quickly off the bat. Lucas and Brendan scheming a little bit. And I really want to align with people that are trustworthy. Brendan's name was mentioned. Don't want to ruffle any feathers. I want to kind of go with the majority right now, and I think I might have to do that.
It seems like Brendan has been the one who's branched out the most. So he's doing some scheming, which is what he does.
Trying to get to know each other a little bit before we vote someone off, which super sucks.
Seems like on brand. The little I know about this man.
Tell me, Brendan or Brandon? I keep
Brendan.
saying- Okay, I said it wrong probably 6
That's
times
okay.
back there. Brendan. And I'll probably say it wrong.
If you say it fast enough, I don't think you can notice.
Yeah. It's like either way.
Brendan.
You know, how do you vote someone out that you barely know? Like, what do you go for? Do you go for like strategy players? Do you go for someone that's just like maybe not going to do well in challenges? Even though the challenge that we just played was not really a good challenge to determine if people are good at this game or not.
And then Kirk won.
Yeah.
What season did you play?
First and second.
I like Kirk, even though people are kind of gunning for him because he's a winner, but I like his personality. I think that we get along, and I want to work with him, so I want to keep him around. What also was brought up, which I thought was super interesting, was people were gunning for players that have played multiple games or like played a lot. Give some of like the players who haven't played as many seasons more of a chance to play the game. At this point, I'm just trying to survive. I just want to make it through this vote, but people are like right off the bat scheming. People are like gunning straight ahead for people already. So this will be interesting. As long as my name isn't written down, I don't really care who goes home.
Well, why? Hey, we just started.
Blind chicken.
Have you heard any?
Couple. We're actually doing this one.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So.
So I actually have a plan. Generally speaking, I think it's fairly understood that like Bryce and I went at each other last game. And so I think there's people thinking that we've got this kind of beef. And I want them to kind of think that. Like my whole goal is to insinuate that I want him out so that they'll listen to me when I say, but I think there's a better reason to not put him out now. So you can trust me that I want him out, but we shouldn't get him out because X, Y, Z. We gotta get this other person.
There's a reason she got second. I think we have to keep like strong challenge players, otherwise we're just gonna be here in 20 minutes.
I'll be honest, being a part of the Villains tribe is kind of, I think, a good thing. You've got a lot of like very strong players who turned into villains because they're good at the game.
As much as like people talk about Madeline, like she's this insane dark horse, crazy good boy, like she needs to be around for right
I
now.
recognize that, but we need her now.
100%
for sure. Did you play with anybody here?
I actually played with Alex.
Okay. What do you know? I mean, is he a good challenge guy?
He was, yeah. I mean, it was like, yeah.
Easy.
He had like the strength and stuff that helped out.
Okay. My big thing is that we have to keep us strong.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can just win at tribal or at challenges and then not have to go to tribal. But if we do go to tribal, all bets are off because these people can be conniving.
I was looking forward to working with you.
Yeah,
when I met you last time, I was like, she seems solid.
No, you seem, I totally agree. Like when I saw you in my tribe, I was like, I can trust you.
Yeah.
I think we have a good group of people that we can trust. I really trust Alex and Lizzie. Like, Alex and Aaron I worked with my very first season, and we stayed loyal to each other the entire time.
Okay.
And so I feel like there's proven like consistency there.
Yeah.
So I feel comfortable with that.
And Steven pulled me aside saying that he wanted to work with me. I also feel like he's trustworthy, and he and Lizzie worked together previously. Aaron and Alex, we were completely loyal to each other in my entire first season, so I have a lot of trust in them and feel like we've confirmed working with each other again. So that's a group of 5.
No, I think that's great.
So I feel like it's kind of meshing all of both of our previous alliances into a mega.
Which is exactly what we want.
That's 5. So after this vote, we did have the majority.
Yeah.
Also, how was your conversation with Brittany?
Oh, with Brittany and Davis? Oh, it was kind of like we happened to be together and nobody else was talking. How do you feel about her?
I love her. She's
I didn't get that vibe at all.
I'm still nervous about Brittany. I just feel like she's not like fully with me. So that's just in the back of my mind. And I definitely feel like I want to fill my alliance in a little bit on that, giving them some nuggets about people just to like watch out for.
So she makes me nervous because I don't think it's like paranoid. I don't get the sense that she's like wanting to work with me long term.
I mean, so I can obviously vibe out like whether or not what she said to me is true or not.
Yeah.
But do you want that to happen if she's willing to, or would you rather steer clear?
Oh, I mean, I'm willing to work with her. She
Sure.
does make me nervous, so I don't know what she's like in my circle.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy to work with anyone.
Right.
Like, especially this early on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm not.
Yes.
You know, this isn't the time to like scheme.
I'm really curious what Brittany's strategy is. I just don't know, but I feel like I need to keep a close eye on it.
So, you threw out Chris.
I think.
Which I said she got 3rd.
Yeah.
So why would we vote her?
Bryce pulled me, paranoid as all get out, and I kind of explained to him the situation. Was like, I think we're thinking probably Crystal, and Bryce is like, well, why would you not vote out the people who won their seasons?
Did they tell you to tell me that we were?
No, Bryce, I'm literally.
Because Crystal doesn't make sense.
I'm literally not trolling you. So like, I don't know why you think I am.
Because it's just not logical.
Do you want to get voted out?
Why is it not logical?
I would either get out there.
Backstab me and Bryce. I know she's not
but
gonna
we're
work
not in
with
the
me.
backstabbing stage right now.
But she's not
We're in the survival stage.
So I don't know what this man is trying to do.
I mean, I don't
And
have
I like
another
your
name. I'm
logic.
just yeah.
Okay, well, let's go talk to other people first. I don't like this. I don't really think I can trust him, and I think he's really good at talking his way out of situations, and I'm not gonna let him use me in this game.
Bryce came up And I was like, you're literally fine. I was like, we're not trying to vote you out. I was like, I don't want to. Okay, guys,
Bryce is so paranoid. Literally every single person he's walked up to, he's been like, so it's been, everyone's talking about the winners.
Why are winners not being thrown out? Let's either get the winners out, because that's the obvious threat, right? Me
Aren't you a winner?
Okay, let's just switch.
Your name is on the game, I've heard. Yeah. That's what I've heard. So I'm either being told you just to make me like them making me think it's that, and it's really arrogant.
My name is out there, which I'm like, okay, I kind of expected being on the same team as Brittany and Madeline. But why would you get me out at the very beginning when I was stuck in a very strong alliance in my season all the way to the end, got runner-up? So I guess right now is I cannot trust any of the girls, which is kind of disappointing, but that's fine. I expected it, but I can trust the guys.
Like on the real, outside of your name being thrown out, I was like, we have to keep the strong players. And then they said your name, I was like, she was literally in the top 3 in my season. So why would you get out of a strong player?
I'm definitely trying to like save my butt, but also like think about it strategically. If I go home today, might bite them in the butt later. They really just gotta put grudges aside and think strategically. Now, do I think girls are gonna do that? Probably not. That's unfortunate for them, and that's their loss, so.
You have my word. You and Madeline, if you want to like run in, we can get Asia on the other side. I don't expect you to believe me because obviously you don't know me.
Hey.
But I know the guys can vouch.
Yeah, I'm open.
I would like to win. At the end of the day, I know I played you and Brittany. But at the end of the day, I respect you as a player.
Same.
I respect Brittany as a player. I'm like, I'm being 100% of you. Like, that's your idea.
Whose idea was like,
So I'm good. It's great with me.
Honestly, if it was up to me, it wouldn't be Crystal. I feel like Bryce and Jonathan are really attached. Like, I haven't really seen them apart from each other. Bless his heart. Love him, but the last time he screwed me over. So I'm not making that mistake again. But things are going in a different direction than I had originally planned. So hopefully that's what's happening.
Talks have been a little tense just because we don't really know each other at all. And so even though we're talking numbers and we're talking strategy on weakest player versus strongest player versus somebody who's just not standing out type of thing, even though we're talking about the numbers of that, we don't know who's sticking to their guns. We don't know if somebody's going to try to scheme. We're the heroes tribe. It doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to stick to what they say. So it's a little tense.
How many of us are there?
10.
Okay, so as far as I've heard, I feel like there's 8 people who are voting for the same person.
I hear the talking has actually gotten pretty quiet, and the panic is real. You want to have game talk. I haven't had game talk yet. I'm the easiest vote that's existed so far. They don't know me. I was on season 1 by myself, so I could be in the warmth of a house reading a book in the next 10 to 20 minutes. So that's how I'm feeling right now.
There's straight. Brendan, Lucas, they're all scared that they're on.
I'm tentatively feeling good. I haven't heard my name, but of course I wouldn't. But still feeling good. Going into tribal right now, from what I know, is that there is at least 6, possibly 8 of us that are all voting for Brendan. I don't know if everybody else is saying the same thing or if that's everybody else's plan, but that's my plan. No matter what anybody says, I think I'm going to second guess a little bit until we get past a few challenges, past a few tribal councils.
What did they know? We don't know. No, we don't know. I know. So fun. We're the 3. No, we're the 3. I can't wait to see y'all on jury.
So Asia, Lucas, and then Drew is the core alliance. And we stick with each other, hopefully until we get to merge. We vote off the people who have had a lot of playtime, excluding Garrison, because he's going to be given challenges.
I was approached by Brendan, and
and he kind of like came up with this plan to have like 60 of us in alliance and then take out like an easier target of like a girl. And so I just was talking with them, and I really like Paige and Garrison.
First, we could vote on 4, maybe. I'm fine with it, but I don't care.
Asia also is an easy target. That's why I thought it was. Yeah.
Her name's Asia?
Yeah.
Hopefully, if everyone's in on it, we might just vote out like Asia or someone that's like kind of like an easier target that we don't really know that well. So yeah, I think that's the plan as of right now. But people are like right off the bat scheming.
Yeah.
The way you said that, you were like, not her, but the fact that it was not her name, I was like, that's funny. Like, I thought you meant like.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay.
Yeah, you just become an employee.
The people that I trust the most in this game right now are you and Kirsten.
I don't think enough people know me to think I'm a threat, and the people that do, I think, would want to be on my side, at least right now. So I think my name won't get thrown around until I do something in a challenge that would maybe make me stick out. So for now, feeling okay about this tribal council, but really wanting to form relationships and feel more confident on that. Wish I had more time to see people play, wish I had more time to get to know people, have some more solidified bonds before we go to tribal.
I think Garrison has always played a like no frills, like he's gonna be straight up with you, form good alliances. He's a strong, like. Is he running? Yes. Okay. I feel like this is the game that like I want to give some.
I've heard like 2 key names getting thrown around. So initially, there's kind of a group of the people I know the most, and we were initially throwing around one of those maybe stronger boys that plays a little more sketchy. Brendan came out pretty hot, just like wanting to talk strategy, wanting to scheme right off the bat. Since then, some of the boys have gotten together and started throwing around Asia's name. I haven't seen her play, so I really have no idea if I would want to keep her or not.
I think if we vote for Asia right now, that gives, I think some of them have been talking more closely with Brendan. I think it gives us good like group energy, like everyone's kind of on the same page, and then we can, when it makes sense, take him out.
Okay, it just worries me because then I think about the potential threats would then be Brendan. I'm a little worried about Kirk.
Off the bat, I don't trust Brendan, so I think he's a strong player, and pre-merge, nice to have strong people on your team to win challenges. I just don't know that I can trust him.
So long term, I don't trust Brendan. Long term, I want him out.
It just makes me nervous. And you're so right, it's the first vote. But I'm like, there's so many numbers and like no history right now.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. But if it takes the numbers and I have to vote for Asia, I'll do that to form alliances. So I'm interested to see which side we land on, because I think I've been in conversations with overlapping groups that have said yes in one conversation and then yes in another to 2 different people. I'm curious how the alliances go.
Welcome, villains, to your first tribal council. I know. Aaron, so you won the first individual immunity necklace of the season. So with this whole twist of going to tribal immediately, everyone's going, how important is having that safety?
Very important, yeah. No, it definitely helped going back to camp with it. Don't know if I necessarily earned it. It was very lucky, but very, very thankful to have it. I think everyone, when we first got back to camp, wasn't really sure like how to navigate and like didn't know who like they wanted to work with necessarily. And so I think having that security definitely helped.
All of you have played with someone else in this game before. Is this vote based off like, okay, this is how you played last time and I can't work with that? Or are you basically brand new players and everyone's kind of just willing to work with anyone?
Yeah, I think
the familiarity helps with like the other people here that were in my season. But something I sensed is just this is a new season, and so everybody recognizes the other people have skill, and that skill is helpful early on. And so I think everybody's being logical about things.
It's super scary because we all made it far on our various seasons, and so it's also, am I playing the same person that I played in previous seasons, or am I playing a different person in this season? So I think you kind of have to weigh that as well, and trust if people want to play a different way in this new season.
Lizzie, so I have a question for you because you just played in this most recent season, which no one has seen, and probably not many people know the outcome of it. How do you navigate that? Like, are people mistrusting of you because they haven't seen you play?
I think a little bit, right? I think whether or not you worked with the other people that were on your season now, like, it's easier to trust like the devil you know than the devil you don't. And like, I can say all I want, but besides like Steven, there's no one there to kind of like back it up. Like, no one can verify like how I was in challenges or like if I was loyal to people. So it's definitely, I think, like a hindrance, especially for this first one, because it's really just gonna come down to like, okay, who am I, like kind of gut reaction, like if we're trying to keep the tribe strong, like who do I not know well enough that I'll just like toss out there. So it's definitely, I think, kind of like a hindrance.
When the theme was revealed, what is your first thought? Like, man, I'm with the villains. That's kind of scary. Everyone here knows how to play well. Or what's going through your mind?
As far as the villain thing, I mean, I think everybody probably knows why they're on each tribe. But at any time, like, we might have to make villainous behavior. We might have to be a hero. Well, I'll see it's a new season.
Madeline, so the last time you played, you were the only returner on your tribe. And now you're on a tribe full of returners. So what's the difference there?
Oh, I feel a million times better. I think last time I played, like you said, I was the only returner on the girl tribe, and so it felt like there was a lot of targets on me. And so it's nice because we're all in the same boat. We even have winners on our tribe, so I don't know, there's not as many like targets, I feel like, being thrown at just me. We're all here for some sort of reason because we played well to some extent. So yeah, a lot better this time around.
When it was revealed that you were going to the immunity challenge immediately and that both tribes are attending tribal council, what's going through your head when you learned that?
Well, first off, that, you know, we don't have a chance to really get acclimated to the people in our group. First off, we're being pitted against them before we're actually becoming a team. Oh, you're already telling us we're villains and we're sneaky and conniving, and now you're at each other's throats, and now one of you is safe. Now talk about it and figure out who's going to be out first. Like, that throws a big wrench into kind of how the discussions went, I feel like.
Yeah, I think at first we put the tent together, so I think that kind of helped get the nerves out and things like that. But once that was done, everyone knew what to do and broke into different groups and started talking strategy.
Alex, so I imagine being one of the winners returning to this game, you probably come in with a different target than a lot of people do. So do you feel like that's been the case? Do you feel like you've been singled out because of that? Or are people really treating this as a new game and I'll work with anyone?
I think that this is a new game. I think that being a winner doesn't hold that much weight when we've all played. You know, like you said, it's just kind of how the cookies crumbled. You know, like, we had an alliance and only one could go to the end, but it could have been any of us. It could have been any of that alliance. So I feel like even though I was able to win my season, I feel like there are bigger threats than me, and I feel like it's a completely new game.
Do you agree with that, Crystal? Do you think that placement is not all that determines your threat level in this game? A lot of it is other factors that go into how they play this game, not just the number of the order you placed.
Yeah, I think the order doesn't really matter, right? I mean, I could sit here and say, like, I got a runner-up last season to Bryce. But, you know, that doesn't really matter here. I think I kind of had a hidden strategy last time, and now I'm choosing to have kind of a different strategy, and it might bite me in the butt earlier than I thought. So we'll see.
With that, it's time to vote. Bryce, you're up.
Crystal, sorry to vote for you. You're my buddy in the last game, but unfortunately, I have to set myself up well for the entire rest of the game, and this is where the vote was done. So.
Each one for their own. Hope it's you, not me.
I'll go tell you the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll go the votes. First vote, Crystal. Lizzie. Crystal. Crystal. It's 3 votes Crystal, 1 vote Lizzie. Crystal. It's 4 votes Crystal, 1 vote Lizzie. Crystal. It's 5 votes Crystal. First person voted out of Survivor Lake Fork, Heroes vs. Villains, Crystal. Crystal, try this weapon. Here you go. Seems like Villains came to unanimous decision for your first tribal council. The night is young. You all head back to camp.
Everyone's still playing off grudges from the last game, apparently, which is sad and disappointing. But oh well. So, yeah. Where is this? This is the game winning program. Really better not be one more. You're kidding. Oh, I'm so hungry for revenge now. You have no idea. So I have another shot. Oh, baby. It's on.
Welcome Helios Tribe to your first tribal council. But one of you is not going to be the first person voted out of the game because someone was just voted out of the Hades tribe. Man, okay, so we'll start with you, Lauren.
Hi.
So how does it feel to be back? This is not your second time playing, but how does it feel to be back with all returnees?
Feels weird. I was talking to a few people. I feel like we all have a history, so it makes us a little bit more paranoid, but we all know what we're doing a little bit more. I think it's going to be a good game.
So when you got in your groups and I announced that it was heroes versus villains, what was going on in people's heads? Did everyone expect that, or was it a shock?
I think not a huge shock, but was excited to be on the Heroes Tribe. I feel like I kind of gave up the game the first time I played, so if that's not hero, I don't know what.
Paige, so you were the first winner of immunity this season.
Thank you.
So tell me, going immediately to tribal, do you think that was important to have, or do you think you were safe either way?
I think I could have been safe, but it definitely helps me. I'm a lot more confident with it, so yeah, but I think we do have some good alliances going on.
Okay, Garrison. Paige just said you've got some good alliances going on. Do you agree with that? Like, are there already alliances that have formed?
That's my hope. I heard
a couple different things. I think at the first tribal, you kind of figure out what those alliances are. Whatever lines people vote along is going to kind of make things clear for me at least. So kind of ready to get to the vote and see how things go.
So this was a twist where not one tribe goes to tribal council, but both of them. How has that changed up strategy at all?
With our only challenge being that one, like not getting to see people's personalities, how we work together, it made us talking and like our decision tonight pretty hard. I say our decision, hopefully our decision, a little bit harder, but just because we only have like what we've seen last games and like our 10 minutes of talking, but we'll see how it goes.
Abby, so you came from the most recent game that was played, which people have not seen yet. So no one's seen your gameplay. So what does that mean for you in this tribe, explaining to people how your game went?
Well, I can't really keep secrets, and well, that's a lie about like that was a bad start. I can keep secrets. I can't keep secrets about my game because Lizzie played in my game too. So there is someone here. Sorry, that was really bad. But I can't lie about like the game that I played because Lizzie is here and she's on the other tribe, but like she knows how I did in the game, and so I have been transparent about that. But yeah, it's weird to not have anyone else like on my tribe right now that's seen me play. So
yeah. And Drew, similarly, you played the very first season of the game, which is the only game that was not filmed. So literally no one has seen you play other than the other people who were in that game. So how does that affect your strategy?
I do think 9th place is really intimidating. So I think that definitely plays a factor. I think I'm a hero for a reason, and that's because I went down to keep somebody else in the game. So I think for the people that do know me here, they know that I support the people that I work with, and I play for the team. And so hopefully there's people who see me as a team player and want me on their team. But.
Kirk, so you are a returning winner. So I imagine that has to be going through your head as well as your tribe mates' heads. So what has your appeal been to your tribe mates to say that doesn't make me threatening, that like I can still be someone to work with you? What has your appeal been to them?
We all have a history in this game. Like we've all done something, we've all made moves, we've all been a part of this. So I think that just being a winner is not like definitive enough to say like, oh, therefore that's the only reason that we have to get rid of someone or something like that.
Being labeled the heroes, does that make you think, okay, everyone here is honest and trustworthy? Or do you think there's potential for people to kind of flip that on its head and be schemers under the protection of being labeled heroes?
I mean, there's always the chance for that. I don't think it's been like that this far. I think the most important thing is just to have a tribe that's trusting each other going into the merge whenever that happens. And so you just keep going on strong to the very end. But I mean, of course, it's a game, very complex game. We'll see what happens.
Lucas, so I have another interesting question for you. You were the only player in this game who did not make the merge.
Yes,
so
sir.
how does that affect your strategy going into it?
And I wear it like a badge of honor, my man.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Do you think it makes
I've been open about it, but I'm coming and I'm making the merge this time. That's the goal. And this is why I'm pissed at you, because I was so stoked that we were going to come in as a team, we're going to go into this first challenge, we're going to win. But now you already started putting divisions between us because we just have one. Anyways, I'm happy. I'm here. I'm really glad that you have me back. Despite my poor play previously, I'm glad you gave me a chance again. But I'm ready to get past this, and we can trust each other after this. So.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'm the real villain here.
Yeah, maybe. He is wearing blue. He is wearing blue.
With that, it is time to vote. Lucas, you're up.
You seem awesome. It's just part of the strategy. Wish I could play with you.
Just a little too skinny early on.
Are you tallied the votes? If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote. Asia. Brendan. Asia. 2 votes Asia, 1 vote Brendan. Asia. It's 3 votes Asia, 1 vote Brendan. Asia. 4 votes Asia. Asia. It's 5 votes Asia, 1 vote Brendan. Second person voted out of Survivor Lake Court, Heroes versus Villains. Asia. Asia, that's 6, that's enough. Bring your torch. Asia. Travis spoken. Happy you go. Doesn't look like that was an easy decision, but at least it was a unified one. Alright, I'll see you all soon for the next challenge. I'll head back to camp.
I think right now my pride is definitely more hurt than anything just because I was completely 110% blindsided. Wait, what's going on? Is somebody else here?
Alright, Crystal. Sorry to vote for you. You're my buddy in the last game, but unfortunately, I have to set myself up well for the entire rest of the game, and this is where the vote is going. So,
Each one for their own. I hope it's you, not me.
Sorry.
I just don't think I can work with you, even though I wish I could. So sorry.
Sorry, I don't really know you. I'm really sorry. I know it's early, but gotta go with what everybody else is doing. Sorry, Crystal. The first vote's hard, but that seems to be where most of the names were.
Crystal, I'm so sorry. This is not necessarily how I wanted it to go. I wanted to hopefully work with you this time around, but unfortunately, there was just too many votes going your way, so I have to go with the flow. Sorry, maybe next time. I'm just writing your name down because the other name being put out there to you is me. So I'm hoping that I'm not being lied to and that everyone's voting you and that I'm just the lie for you, but we'll see.
Voting for Crystal. Sorry, Crystal. It's nothing personal, but someone has to go out tonight, so.
I'll be honest, I have no idea how this is gonna go. This is just what I heard first, and we'll see if it sticks. So hopefully that works.
You seem awesome. It's just part of the strategy. Wish I could play with you.
had to be someone. Sorry. Please don't be me.
I'm so sorry. You're so sweet.
Just a little too skinny early on.
My hope is that you get voted out. I didn't want to do it. But I hope it's you, not me.
No hard feelings at all. So sorry. Sorry, girl.
I don't want to do this. I just feel like we don't have the numbers to do what I actually want to do. I did not want to vote a girl out first time, but my hands were tied.
Let's go. Let's go. We'll come back and win. We'll come back and win.
Next time on Survivor.
Lizzie, I told Crystal you. I am sorry.
This was the first time I've ever had my name written down in Survivor.
I don't want to ghost around in this game.
I'm gonna spill the tea for you. Sip it.